We are not in New York City right now. Pretty clearly, we have returned to Mexico, had some family reasons to come to San Luis Potosí, which is where Adriana's from. And we decided today just to give you guys a quick tour of Adriana's hometown. She's gonna be showing us around some of her favorite places, give you a little taste of a city in Mexico that I think not enough people have heard of.
Hey guys, so we're in my hometown right now and I'm gonna show you a little bit of my favorite places in the downtown. So I hope you enjoy it as much as I do.
Hola people.
Ay, hermoso.
Heading to the downtown right now, and I honestly feel really at home with Adriana's family. I'm pretty much guaranteed to put on 5 pounds every trip. They feed me so much. The food is so good here too. So, you know, being here, spending time with her family, seeing San Luis Potosí. We got married here last year. I'm gonna put a card to that video if you missed it. But yeah, I think San Luis is a beautiful city, and hopefully, you know, we can show you a couple cool spots.
Show you my favorite breakfast spot for breakfast and brunch. If you come to San Luis, you have to come here because it's really good. I started to come here just for coffee in the afternoon. They only opened in the morning, like really early for breakfast, and then they close for 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. I think. So I used to come after 5 p.m. for coffee because I thought it was just a coffee shop with my friends, and then I realized that they were famous because of breakfast, and I didn't know that, and it was a really nice discovery. So now I really like it for breakfast. I hope you like it.
Gracias. Wow, so many colors. It's maybe the most appetizing breakfast I have seen in a really long time. What do we have here? Why don't you describe it?
Taquitos with eggs here, and they have frijoles or beans on top, and then you have chorizo, and you have chilaquiles rojos and enchiladas potosinas, which are very famous for San Luis Potosí. So it's a big breakfast. I don't think you're gonna be hungry for a while.
She wasn't kidding about this place. Wow. This may be better than any breakfast I had in New York City all year. I love Mexican food. I love coming to Mexico. ¿Y tu opinión sobre la comida?
Muy rica. Me gusta mucho. Okay, when you finish your breakfast and you have bread, and it was so good like he said it was, you just take a piece of bread and do this. Gracias.
So remember when I said I gained 5 pounds every trip to Mexico? I think I just gained 5 pounds after that meal. And now in an interesting plot twist, we're going to Adriana's friend's house, which is haunted. Yes, you will see. We're gonna see a haunted house in San Luis Potosí.
Okay, we're at my best friend's house. She lives in the downtown, and there is a legend about this lady that she was waiting for her lover, but he left her. So she got crazy and she started to wait for him every day at one church that is around the corner, and she used to live here. And when she died, people said that they started to see her ghost going to the church to wait for her lover and coming back home.
Yes.
You saw this lady?
Yes. I saw.
What did she look like?
Era una sombra negra con un manto.
¿Y cuántas veces le has visto?
Solamente una vez.
Maybe we'll see her today.
Let's see.
Yeah, this Adriana's best friend's house is basically a haunted house slash museum, and it will be an Airbnb apparently someday as well. Wow. Very, very distinctive. I love this. This is great.
And I used to come here with her every weekend when I was a student, when I lived here, and we used to watch horror movies there with all the darks off.
You watch horror movies in a haunted house. You're asking for trouble.
Yeah, and something interesting about this house is that all the rooms were connected around the garden.
Yeah.
And the kitchen is right there. So to go to the kitchen, you have to go through the garden. There's no other way to get there. So sometimes at night, we got thirsty and we had to go through the garden and everything was dark.
Let's go.
This looks really beautiful right now, like peaceful and nice, but at night, it looks really scary. She has a swing right here, and at night, if you see at it, you kind of feel like you're gonna see a kid there. So it's scary,
man.
But you can see it right here.
This reminds me of Spain a lot, actually.
Yeah,
I love it. It's like a hacienda feel.
Yeah, the house is from back then when the Spanish people were here. So I wouldn't be surprised if a Spanish person lived here before.
Or a Spanish ghost.
Esta casa hay muchos espíritus.
She heard the piano playing at night and it was closed.
You heard the piano playing at night?
Sí, eran como las 5 de la mañana. Nosotros estábamos durmiendo en el aula de allá y se escuchó el piano.
Where do you watch the horror movies here?
There.
You watch horror movies here?
Yes.
This sounds like an experience you could sell. Watch a horror movie in a haunted house.
Yeah.
Now we're thinking.
That doll used to be behind us when we watch horror movies.
This doll was behind you? If this doll's head moves like a few inches now, I'm gonna shriek. We're walking towards the central part of San Luis to show you Adriana's favorite plaza. And as we walk here, you notice in the background that the houses are all brightly colored. And this is something that I've seen all over Mexico. It's a very cool feature in many Mexican cities. So colorful and vibrant. And as we get closer to the center, it gets really beautiful here, actually.
Downtown is my favorite place in the city, or used to be when I lived here. And these two plazas were my favorite ones. This is Tunthasuwatana. Right now it's closed because of the pandemic. And this little alley right here, I really love it because you can find a lot of artisans that sell their work here. And it's really beautiful because you also have on this side a lot of bars and they have rooftop. Right now it's tough because of the pandemic too, so I won't show you. But it's a really great area to come and drink in regular times. So if you come in regular times, I recommend you to come here to get a drink.
When my mom was visiting last year, she loved shopping. I think she spent an hour on this street buying everything in sight, supporting local artisans, and yeah, prices are pretty fair.
When 2020 started, I never thought it was gonna be a thing, but it's good.
Now it's a fashion statement.
Yes.
You are from San Luis Potosí. What would you want to tell our viewers, who are mostly from the U.S., about this lovely city?
Well, you know, many people think that Mexico's really dangerous now and everything. SLP is cool, especially this time of the year. We have very nice weather. I don't know what the temperature's like, but it's probably in the 80s. So it's really cool now. And one of the things I like about this park, especially, it is very quiet. There's a lot of trees and everything. So I recommend that everybody comes to SLP at some point in their life. I've been to New York only once, and I really liked Manhattan because that's the only part that I visited. But now I want to go to both Queens and Brooklyn as well. So when I go there, I hope we can see each other again.
I hope so too. I like this idea. Brooklyn and Queens, mix things up. Good idea. One of our subscribers knew we were in Mexico, so he met us, he gave us some gifts. That was so nice of him. And now we are in Adriana's favorite plaza in all of Mexico, I believe. And it's just beautiful here. I mean, I don't know what else to say. It's so nice. Adriana, fill us in.
Yeah, guys, this is my favorite plaza. I don't know, if you go around the downtown, you see there all the plazas are really, really packed and crowded. and this one is all the time kind of empty. And it has beautiful trees, it has shapes everywhere, and it has this beautiful fountain, the churches. It's really nice. Right now, you are not supposed to be sitting on it. You can see the yellow things. That's why it looks kind of ugly. But it's because they're trying to avoid people to see it close to each other. But in regular times, it looks beautiful. But I hope one day when things go back to normal, you can visit the city. Give it a chance. I know a lot of tourists don't know about it. And it's because it doesn't have a beach. But believe me, it has a lot of treasures hiding somewhere. And you're going to love it.
All right, guys, I think we've got 1 or 2 more videos maybe coming up from Mexico, then back to New York City. Hope you enjoyed. Leave a comment, hit that like button, guys. Until next time. Could be the thumbnail, maybe. Oops. What did I just trip on? I almost just killed myself here. Oh my goodness. Was that the ghost tripping me?